everybody, welcome back to ERTV. Today I have a very special guest. This is your second time on ERTV.
My nigga Bado with me there at first.
Yeah, what's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So just wanted to talk a little bit with more producers on my blog, because I feel like producers really don't get the credit they deserve. Even though now I feel like with social media and everything, you know, they get more recognition a little bit more than before. Yeah. Because obviously now you guys have the opportunity.
We're more like artists now.
Right. Like you guys have the opportunity to speak out. But when did you start producing and making beats and stuff? Like, when did it all begin, and what made you wanna?
I got a grasp of it in like 2012. But I tried to start in like 2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Trillian was going to school together, and I was trying to get him to teach me because he was already doing that shit.
Okay.
So I finally got it down pat when we started in 2012. We was like locked in for real.
So it took 2 years for you to feel like, all right, like I could do this on my own.
Oh no, hell no! That was just the start.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you really, how would you say that with producing and making beats, you have to really have patience,
Yeah, you gotta have patience. You gotta know how to focus.
So what were some of the tools that you used when you first started to create?
It was always FL Studio.
What was it?
FL Studio. That's the program.
Oh, okay.
You just get your computer, a laptop or whatever, download FL Studio.
So you obviously, love hip hop, and that's why, you wanted to start getting in there and making beats. Who were some of the artists that, first inspired you to love music, and then after that, when you kind of got the grasp of it, who were the producers that you were looking into that were okay, they're kind of inspiring my craft?
Trillian 1049, Psycho was one of them. Ricky Remedy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Sunny Digital. Those are the producer that made me want to produce.
Gotcha.
And artists, I listen to a lot of local music, but then after I started listening to One Hot, he made that bridge for me to start listening to niggas like Wiz, Big Sean, and all them other dudes. But now I listen to a lot of pop shit.
Really?
Yeah, the Neighborhood, M83, Major Lazer, shit like that.
Okay. So pop, EDM?
Not too much EDM, just house and pop type shit.
House and pop, okay. Yeah. Well, so with that, you obviously you got with the Lost Key, you said One Hot, and then Psycho. You produced some music from Psycho's recent projects, and then you both did what, the 90s? You guys?
Yeah, we had started the 90s or whatnot.
How did that come about?
It was just trying to form a coalition of producers, the 808 Mafia, or
right.
One of those big type of groups of just super producers.
And what would you say that kind of separates you and differentiates you from those people? What makes you guys, produced by the 90s group, or super group?
It's just being down here in Florida, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? What we the new wave of Florida artists and producers. And we was born in the 90s.
So okay, so y'all just got what, the
it was
Florida?
Just a little movie. Yeah. We just coming out of Florida, born in the 90s, so we still on some young nigga shit.
Right.
Yeah,
and Florida's hot right now.
Yeah, Florida hot.
When it comes to music, that's where a lot of people are blowing out of. And
before it to be a hard producer, you probably had to be from Atlanta or some shit.
Right. And now
so we started making the movie. You feel me? We popping in Florida.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's talk about the two big tracks that y'all recently produced. One on Kodak's right project. How did you guys get that collab, or that beat to Kodak?
Shit, we was at Circus at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he was in the next room, and then I was open the door, bitch. I opened the door and just started playing beats loud as fuck, and then he came in there. But I had already talked to Jack Boy a few times, because Jack Boy always fucking around in Palm Beach.
Yep.
Fucking around at Home Beat and shit back then. And then we knew somebody else that just helped make that record process.
So was you ready to like just open it and blast that
just blast
shit?
that shit.
Oh, that's so dope.
If he fuck with it, he fuck with it. He gonna come in and fuck with it.
Hell yeah. So he just came in and then
he came in there, he was like, damn, it be hard. Maybe, bro. You gotta use that Kodak voice.
Yeah.
But he was like real like hyper.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sent it to his email. He was like, send it to my email so he could pull it up on the computer in the other room. We sent it to the email. He started working on it, but he ain't finished it. He was hyped. He was happy about the record, and he ain't finished it because he had got a call. His homeboy had got shot, and then the next morning his homeboy had died. Yeah. So then he came back later on through the week to finish the record.
And what was the name of that track? So
No Feelings.
No Feelings, and that was on Heartbreak Kodak, right?
Yeah.
His project. So y'all check that out. That's a really cool story, yo. How that. And then I saw the City Girls.
Oh yeah.
Free JT.
Yeah, G-Shot, I like JT.
Yeah. What was that track? The third track on that?
It's called Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how did that come about? Do you have any cool story with that?
Yeah, fucking around with Stan like Stan the man behind the scenes, bro. For real, bro. Don't make me laugh, bro. But yeah, we went down to Circle House again. And they had a session, so we just went in there and started like chopping it up, working and seeing what kind of record they wanted to make. Mm-hmm. But I fuck with JT, like I got her number and shit. Like we was FaceTiming and shit before she had got locked up.
JT.
She shit. I had sent her some beats before, like that morning, and she ain't write me back. Like I'll text them to her phone, but she ain't write me back. I'm like, what the fuck? You feel me?
Right.
She'll write me back sometime. That time she ain't. So I'm like, what the fuck? I just sent you gas. You feel me? You gonna hit me back. And I had found out she had turned herself in. And I was like, oh, that's why.
That's why she. So hopefully more records in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, we gonna get it in.
So okay, so obviously I don't know what it is like to produce, but I can already imagine you gotta have, like I said, a lot of patience, dedication, and passion to do it. Has there ever been times where you wanted to like give up, or not give up, but like what keeps you motivated to finish a beat?
It's a habit, like a habit of routine, bro. Cause like, bro, when we first started, bro, it was me. I'm gonna just call this nigga 1040, bro. We gonna call him 1040 today. He truly hard, bro. It was me, him, Fendi, and our other homeboy E at Oscar O Studio. We would stay in the studio like 24/7, bro. Like, you feel me? And like, he really like taught me how to do this shit. So he teaching me everything off of his standard. So it ain't no go home. Like, we in the studio 24/7. Like, it become that's your habited routine. So you don't really know nothing else. So I ain't never think of giving up, cause that's really all I know. It's like all you taught, so that's all you know. So I ain't on that giving up shit. Ain't no like, what I'm gonna do? Like, if I stop making beats, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Ain't nothing else to do. I don't even watch TV. Like, that's all I do.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, okay, how would you describe your sound? Because I know you said, you learned from a couple people and stuff, but you got, like, Bado got his own.
I don't know. You can't describe a sound. You just gotta hear that shit. But what I want to do, like, I want to do a lot of, like, big records. But just, just a bigger sound. But it's broad. It's a broad description.
Yeah. Right. Well, music is constantly changing and evolving, so.
My sound is like a mix of like
the 90s and
urban rap and like a little bit of pop, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's what's up. Where do you see yourself in a couple of years, other than making a bunch of hit records? And I was gonna ask you, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? But you just answered that without me having to ask you.
Shit.
Do you rapping? Would you ever go as an artist?
Yeah, that's why I started making beats though, because I wanted to rap, but I ain't had the beats I wanted to rap on. Like, to get them shit, you gotta buy them. Yeah. I can't fucking, you feel me? Like, even if I would meet them dudes who had them type of beats and shit, like, I can't afford that shit.
Right.
So I just had to start making beats and just level up to where I could rap on the shit that I want to rap on. But the next 3 years, I'll probably be like artist, songwriter / producer.
Oh, wow. wish you the best, Bado, and of course your super group, the 90s.
Yeah.
Let them know where they can find you at.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Bado Dad Fresh. Facebook Bado Dad Fresh.
And what? So they want a beat from you? They just email you or what?
Hit me on the gram and y'all just get at Lost Key James.
Yeah.
At Lost Key James. Yeah, handle all that on my managing and stuff.
Oh, yeah, y'all hit them up. I'm gonna link everything down below. Don't forget to follow ERTV Media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.